The moon, a celestial pearl in the night sky, has captivated humanity for millennia. Its presence has been a constant source of wonder and inspiration, a silent companion in our nocturnal journeys. From ancient civilizations to modern societies, the moon has always held a special place in our hearts and minds. Its soft glow illuminates our darkest hours, inspiring poets and lovers alike. The moonlight has been a muse for countless works of art, literature, and music, casting a magical spell that transcends time and culture. Whether it's a serene landscape bathed in moonlight or a couple sharing a quiet moment under its gentle rays, the moon's influence is undeniable. But beyond its beauty, the moon holds a deeper sway over our planet. Its gravitational pull is a powerful force that governs the tides, creating a rhythmic dance between the Earth and the sea. The moon's cycles, from new moon to full moon, mark the passage of time, influencing not just the natural world, but also human activities and traditions.
I wish somebody could explain that whole gravitational pull thing, because I have no idea how that works. Yeah, I don't get that.
Its gravitational pull governs the tides, and its cycles mark the passage of time. The ebb and
I don't think people really take into consideration how crazy that is. So basically what that means is that this thing in the sky can change how much you weigh.
flow of the ocean tides are a direct result of the moon's influence, a testament to its power and reach. Time-lapse images of the moon's phases reveal a celestial clock that has guided humanity for centuries, from agricultural practices to religious observances. Is it so far-fetched then to believe that the moon might also influence our inner world, our moods, our emotions, our very essence?
It 100% does. If it controls, if depending on this thing you feel heavier or lighter, it 100% does.
Many people find themselves drawn to the moon, feeling a deep connection that goes beyond mere admiration. This connection has led to the belief that the moon can affect our mental and emotional states, a notion that has persisted through the ages. For centuries, cultures around the world have attributed mystical powers to the moon. From the ancient Greeks who worshipped the moon goddess Selene, to the Chinese Mid-Autumn Festival celebrating the harvest moon, the moon has been revered as a powerful and mystical force. These cultural beliefs have shaped our understanding of the moon and its potential impact on our lives. Ancient myths and folklore teem with tales of lunar deities and their influence on human behavior. Stories of werewolves transforming under the full moon, or lovers meeting under its glow, are just a few examples of how the moon has been woven into the fabric of our collective imagination. These tales reflect our fascination with the moon and its perceived power over us. Even today, the belief persists that the moon's phases can impact our sleep, our relationships, and our overall well-being.
Why is it that when somebody shows you their butt, it's called mooning? Are you gonna explain that, Mr. Narrator Man?
Many people report feeling restless during a full moon or experiencing vivid dreams. Some even plan important events such as weddings or business ventures, according to the lunar calendar, believing that the moon's phases can influence their success.
I have some of the craziest dreams you could ever imagine. I don't think people realize, because I would consider myself a pretty weird guy, but it's because my dreams are so freaking weird, bro. I can't even describe them sometimes. So vivid and it's like being high. I swear, my dreams are weird. I don't know why.
But what does science have to say about this age-old belief? While the scientific community remains divided, a growing body of research suggests that the moon's cycles may indeed have subtle yet profound effects on our physiology and psychology.
When people talk about their dreams, they always talk about an event. But my dreams are like the movie Cloud Atlas. That's what my dreams are like. It's I'm shifting between 4 or 5 different events at the same time. It's so weird, bro.
Studies have shown correlations between the lunar phases and various aspects of human behavior, from sleep patterns to mood fluctuations. While the scientific community remains divided, a growing body of research suggests that the moon's cycles may indeed have subtle yet profound effects on our physiology and psychology. Researchers are exploring how the moon's gravitational pull might influence our biological rhythms, such as the circadian clock that regulates our sleep-wake cycle. There is also interest in how the moon's light might affect our hormone levels and brain activity. From sleep patterns to menstrual cycles, the moon's rhythms seem to echo within us, shaping our experiences in ways we are only beginning to understand. Some studies suggest that the full moon can lead to shorter and less restful sleep, while others have found links between the lunar cycle and the timing of menstrual periods. These findings hint at a complex interplay between the moon and our bodies. This essay delves into the fascinating relationship between lunar phases and human mood, exploring both the scientific evidence and the enduring power of cultural beliefs. By examining the latest research and considering the rich tapestry of myths and legends, we aim to uncover the truth behind the moon's mystical pull. Whether you are a skeptic or a believer, the moon's influence on our lives is a topic that continues to intrigue and inspire. Join us as we journey through the science and mythology of the moon, uncovering its potential influence on our emotional lives. From the ancient rituals that honored the moon's power to the modern studies that seek to understand its effects, we will explore the many ways in which the moon shapes our world. So look up at the night sky and let the moonlight guide you on this captivating journey.
I don't know about anybody else, but I had Majora's Mask because everyone else got Ocarina of Time. I got Majora's Mask, so I've always been afraid of the moon.
The moon, unlike our sun, does not emit its own light. It is a silent, reflective body, capturing the brilliance of the sun and casting it back to us in a soft, silvery glow.
I don't believe that.
Its ethereal glow is merely a reflection of the sun's rays, bouncing off its surface as it travels through its monthly orbit around Earth. This journey is a testament to the intricate dance between light and shadow, a celestial performance that has captivated humanity for millennia. This celestial dance gives rise to the lunar phases, a continuous cycle of waxing and waning illumination. Each phase, from the new moon to the full moon and back again, tells a story of transformation and renewal. We begin with the new moon, a time of darkness when the moon is invisible to the naked eye. This phase symbolizes new beginnings, a blank slate upon which we can project our hopes and dreams. As the moon continues its journey, a sliver of light emerges, marking the waxing crescent phase. This delicate crescent is a symbol of growth and potential, a reminder that even the smallest light can grow into something magnificent. This crescent gradually expands, growing plumper each night until it reaches the first quarter, where half the moon is illuminated. This phase represents decision-making and taking action, a time to move forward with our plans. The illuminated portion continues to expand during the waxing gibbous phase, leading up to the full moon, a breathtaking spectacle of lunar brilliance. The full moon is a time of culmination and clarity, when our efforts come to fruition and our goals are illuminated. After the full moon, the illuminated portion begins to recede, shrinking back down through the waning gibbous, third quarter, and waning crescent phases. This period of waning is a time for reflection and release, letting go of what no longer serves us. The moon continues to wane until it once again disappears into darkness, completing the cycle and heralding a new lunar month. This cyclical nature of the moon reminds us of the constant ebb and flow of life, the perpetual dance of beginnings and endings. Each phase in this celestial ballet has been imbued with symbolic meaning across cultures, often associated with specific energies and influences. From ancient rituals to modern-day practices, the moon's phases have guided human behavior and beliefs. The new moon, cloaked in darkness, is seen as a time of introspection, new beginnings, and setting intentions. It is a moment to pause and reflect, to plant the seeds of our future endeavors. The full moon, radiating with the sun's reflected light, is associated with heightened emotions, illumination, and the culmination of efforts. It is a time to celebrate our achievements, to bask in the glow of our accomplishments, and to gain insight into our journey.
Interesting.
The idea that the moon can influence our moods is a compelling one, rooted in ancient wisdom and personal observation. But
So, like, they say that the full moon turns you into a werewolf or whatever. And then they also say, but this guy just said that science proves that you get, like, people are more restless during full moons. So, there's something there. Like, that's not just myth.
can science substantiate this age-old belief? The answer, like the moon itself, is complex and ever-changing. Some studies have shown intriguing correlations between lunar phases and human behavior. For instance, research suggests that crime rates, hospital admissions for psychiatric disturbances, and even the stock market show slight fluctuations in sync with the lunar cycle. While these correlations are intriguing, they do not prove causation. Other factors, such as social influences and environmental cues, could also be at play. One area where the moon's influence seems more evident is in our sleep patterns. A Swiss study published in the journal Current Biology found that people tend to experience poorer sleep quality and reduced melatonin levels during the days leading up to a full moon. The researchers speculate that this could be...
All right, hold that thought. Let's see what the moon is currently at. Current moon cycle. Okay, today's moon. Interesting. So, this is literally leading up to a full moon right now. So, October 17th is going to be a full moon. Interesting. So supposedly people are supposed to be getting worse sleep. Okay.
The moon's gravitational...
Oh, it is the wrong video.
Be due to the moon's subtle gravitational pull on the water in our bodies, similar to its effect on tides.
Okay, so what he just said is that it's pulling so the fuller the moon is, the more it pulls on the waters in your body. That's what this man just said.
However, other studies have failed to replicate these findings, leading to ongoing debate within the scientific community. More research is needed to fully understand the potential mechanisms by which the moon might influence our moods and behavior. Sleepless nights under a full moon? One of the most persistent beliefs about the moon is its supposed effect on sleep. For centuries, people have speculated that the full moon has a mysterious influence on our sleep patterns. Who hasn't heard tales of restless nights and vivid dreams under a full moon? These stories are passed down through generations, often dismissed as mere folklore or old wives' tales. While these anecdotes are often dismissed as folklore, some scientific evidence suggests that there might be more to this belief than meets the eye.
You know, this basically proves that astrology is real.
Modern science has begun to explore these age-old claims with a fresh perspective. As mentioned earlier, the Swiss study published in Current Biology found that people tend to experience poorer sleep quality in the days leading up to a full moon. This study has sparked renewed interest in the potential connection between lunar cycles and sleep. The researchers measured brain activity, eye movements, and hormone levels, and found that participants took longer to fall asleep, slept less deeply, and produced less melatonin, a sleep-regulating hormone, during the full moon phase. These findings suggest that the full moon might indeed have a tangible impact on our sleep. While the exact mechanisms behind this phenomenon are still being investigated, the researchers speculate that the moon's gravitational pull on the water in our bodies could be a contributing factor.
So they're gonna, mind you, you're sitting in school, they're teaching you Pythagorean theorem. Meanwhile, something like this they'll never tell you.
Well-documented bodies could be a contributing factor. The moon's influence on the tides is well documented, and it stands to reason that it might also affect the fluids within our own bodies. Just as the moon influences the tides, it may also subtly affect the fluids in our brains, potentially disrupting our sleep-wake cycles. This subtle influence could be enough to disturb our sleep, leading to those restless nights many people report. However, it's important to note that not everyone is equally sensitive to the moon's influence. Some people may be more attuned to these subtle changes, while others remain unaffected. Factors such as age, stress levels, and overall health can all play a role in how we experience lunar cycles.
And also the foods that you eat, because there's foods, and I'm gonna do a video about this at some point. There's foods that dump the water out of your body. So if you're eating a lot of those foods, this isn't gonna affect you as much.
For instance, older adults or those under significant stress might find their sleep more disrupted during a full moon. More research is needed to determine why some people seem more susceptible to lunar-induced sleep disturbances than others. Understanding these differences could help us develop better strategies for managing sleep issues related to lunar cycles. Until then, if you find yourself tossing and turning under a full moon, you might not be alone. Whether it's the moon's gravitational pull or just the power of suggestion, the full moon continues to captivate our imaginations and perhaps
the power of
our
suggestion.
sleep.
The power of
The moon's
suggestion.
influence on animals.
That's
While
funny.
the moon's influence on human behavior remains a topic of debate, there's no denying its profound impact on the animal kingdom. From the synchronized spawning of corals to the nocturnal migrations of birds, the moon's cycles play a crucial role in regulating the behavior of countless species. One of the most well-documented examples is the lunar influence on marine life. Many marine animals, including oysters, crabs, and some fish species, synchronize their reproductive cycles with the phases of the moon. This ensures that eggs are released and fertilized during optimal tidal conditions, increasing the chances of survival for their offspring.
Wow.
The moon's light also plays a crucial role in the behavior of nocturnal animals. Many predators, such as owls and bats, rely on the moon's illumination to hunt, while prey animals adjust their foraging patterns accordingly to avoid detection. The moon's cycles thus influence the delicate balance of predator-prey relationships in many ecosystems. While the mechanisms behind these lunar influences are complex and varied, they highlight the moon's undeniable role in shaping the natural world.
Why did they just show a picture of Saturn?
Many ecosystems. While the
That's Saturn. See how they be see what they do? This is Saturn. This isn't the moon. This is Saturn that you're talking about.
mechanisms behind these lunar influences are complex and varied, they highlight the moon's undeniable role in shaping the natural world. If the moon can exert such a powerful influence on animals, it's not entirely implausible to think that it might also have subtle effects on human behavior.
Now that we've explored the moon's influence, let's talk about how you
I guarantee you people are definitely hornier during like the full moon.
can harness this lunar energy in your daily life. Here are some practical tips. 1. Journaling. Keep a lunar journal to track your emotions, moods, and experiences during each phase. Note how you
okay.
feel during the new moon versus the full moon. Over time, you might identify patterns that resonate with your emotional state.
Very true.
2. Meditation. During the new moon, take time to meditate and set intentions for the coming cycle. Use this quiet time for self-reflection and to focus on personal goals. Rituals. Create simple rituals to honor the full moon. This could be a gathering with friends, a walk under the moonlight, or even a gratitude practice where you express what you're thankful for from the past cycle. Nature connection. Spend time outdoors, especially during the full moon. The bright light can enhance your mood and inspire creativity. Use this time to connect with nature and feel the energy around you. Mindfulness. Be mindful of your emotional state during different phases. Acknowledge how the moon may be influencing your feelings and allow yourself to flow with these changes rather than resist them. Thank you for joining us on this lunar journey. Whether you believe in the moon's influence or not, there's no denying the beauty and mystery it brings to our lives. If you found this video enlightening, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe for more content, and share your own experiences with the moon in the comments below.
I just don't get how people try to still deny it. Like, you can say you don't think that it makes that big of a difference, but there's no way that you can deny it. There's no way you can deny that it makes a difference.